Hello, my name's Ashley, and I had a bit of a hard time deciding whether I wanted to interview someone in the veterinary field or if I wanted to interview a horse trainer simply because I already have a career in horses and I am taking on a secondary career in the veterinary field. But I decided that I wanted to interview someone in the veterinary field, so I got in touch with Dr. Lindsay Costel. She is the owner of Greystone Veterinary Hospital. She is also a teacher at Stotzenberger College. The reason I got in touch with Dr. Costel is because she is a huge inspiration to me. She's young and she's already a practicing vet, and I just think that's so awesome. She's one of my big inspirations. So I got in touch with Dr. Costel, and she was more than willing to let me interview her. So I asked her a couple of questions. My first question that I asked her was what made her want to become a vet. She said she would either become a vet or a dolphin trainer, and she decided that being a vet was more practical. She decided to be a vet. She loves the challenge that animals can't talk, and that's one of the big things. She said it's always a huge mystery to diagnose and solve their issues, and the excitement of that and the challenge is one of the reasons she decided to. She also really, really likes that every day is something different, which is one of the things that is very intriguing to me about this field, is that every day it's something different. You never know what's going to walk in the door. I asked her where she went to school and for how long. She started out at Findlay. She went to Findlay University for 4 years, and then she went to Ross University in St. Kitts for 3 years, and then she went to Purdue for a clinical year. So that's a total of 7 years in college. So that was really long and probably really hard, which is another thing that's so cool that, she did 7 years of medical school and she's very young. I asked her what the best part of her job was, and she said the baby animals. She absolutely loves the baby animals. Another part of her job that she loves a lot is solving the really, really super tough cases and seeing the patient live and do well. That is one of the things that keeps her at her job. I also asked her what is the worst part of her job, and she said the worst part of her job is the long hours, no money, paying off terrible student loans, and then not being able to solve the really, really tough cases is really hard for her. That is the part of her job that she does not like. I asked her if she would rather deal with the people or the animals, or both. She said she definitely hates dealing with the people in most cases, which I'm sure most of us do. If animals could talk, it would be a lot easier, and Dr. Google makes her job extremely difficult for her. People don't always want to take your advice because they believe their groomer, breeder, or an online blog that they heard, and that makes her being a doctor very, very, very hard, I'm sure. I asked her how long she has been a practicing veterinary doctor, and she has been a practicing vet for 3 years. And then I asked her what her favorite part of school was, and she said her favorite part of school was making really good friends. The challenge of school, medical school, was very hard, and it was something you had to work really hard for and study a lot and stay up and up. And she said she absolutely loved the beach bars because St. Kitts is an island, and that is where she went to school. So those were just a few of the questions that I asked Dr. Costel, and I'm really happy that I got to interview her because she's just such an awesome vet, and I'm very excited to have her as a teacher. So those were a few of the reasons that I decided to interview her, and those were her answers. She also is really into horses, which is another reason that I absolutely love her. That was my interview speech, and I hope you liked it. Thanks.